Woman from Florida, Ms. Ros-Lehtinen, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. A strong Israel, a strong United States, and a strong United States means a strong Israel. And that is why I want to offer my condolences to the families of the Israelis murdered by Palestinian terrorists in Jerusalem yesterday. The increase in these attacks is a grim reminder of the need for the United States, now more than ever, to stand side by side in support of Israel and its right to defend itself and her citizens. I condemn these terror attacks, and I call on President Obama and leaders of other responsible nations to do the same and to hold Abu Mazen and the Palestinian leadership accountable for these actions. We must recognize the importance of U.S.-Israel cooperation across a wide spectrum of areas, but particularly our cooperation on security and defense issues. In the past year, I have had the opportunity to not only see firsthand what our joint efforts have produced with the Iron Dome anti-missile defense system, but also why this is such an important venture. Last August, I led a congressional delegation trip to Israel to discuss our bilateral relationship with Prime Minister Netanyahu and other top-ranking Israeli officials. The one thing that we heard repeatedly in almost every meeting was how thankful the Israelis were for the United States Congress's continued support for the Iron Dome and other defense missile systems, and our belief in Israel's need to maintain its qualitative military edge over its enemies. Iron Dome has become known for its accuracy after its remarkable performance in 2012, especially in November of that year during Operation Pillar of Defense, when Hamas terrorists fired thousands of rockets indiscriminately into Israeli civilian populations. Numbers were astounding, and the rate of success is a testament to the U.S.-Israeli cooperation. So when we arrived in Israel in August of 2013, less than a year after Pillar of Defense, one of the first things that Prime Minister Netanyahu said to us was, "Thank you for Iron Dome. It truly saved countless innocent Israeli lives." We visited a deployed Iron Dome battery in northern Israel to see this remarkable piece of technology. We also met the incredible young men and women of the Israeli Defense Forces who operate the Iron Dome batteries. It was impressive and inspiring to see how well these young people handled the weight of such an incredible burden, but that is a testament to the Jewish people and to Israel. The next time I witnessed firsthand the importance of Iron Dome was just this past summer, Madam Speaker. We were in Israel and in Jordan to get a better understanding of the situation in the Middle East. We had arrived in the region about 2 weeks after the news that Hamas had kidnapped 3 Israeli teens, Ayal, Naftali, and Gilad. We were in Israel the day that the heart-wrenching news came out that the body of these 3 young boys had been found riddled with bullets in the territories. It was an incredible moment of sadness, of loss, of despair for the entire nation, and we grieved with them when we attended the funeral of the 3 teenagers. But Israel had no time to grieve over its loss of these 3 because Hamas had been engaged in rocket attacks against Israel that began when the 3 boys were abducted and murdered. Their intensity increased as the search began, and once Israel found the bodies, Hamas began firing rockets, hundreds of rockets, into innocent Israeli civilian populations. Amid the constant rockets and the continual blares of warning sirens, Iron Dome once again proved its worth and importance. It successfully shot down rocket after rocket aimed at the Israeli people over the course of the latest operation called Protective Edge. The performance of Iron Dome, Madam Speaker, shows how great both Israeli and American technology and expertise are, and why it is vitally important that our 2 countries continue to work together on projects such as Iron Dome, David Sling, Arrow, and and many others. Congress recognizes the fact, and that is why we continue to fund these major projects in a bipartisan manner, because we understand that the threats that Israel faces, and we understand the importance of Israel's right to defend herself to ensure its continued existence. I authored and the House passed the U.S.-Israel Strategic Partnership Act, which bestows upon Israel a unique status as a major strategic ally of the United States, and I hope that one day soon we will be able to pass this bill again in the new Congress and send it to the President for his signature. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the time.
The gentlewoman's time has expired. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Georgia, Mr. Barrow, for 5 minutes.